So yesterday we were discussing about how Kunti or Gajendra, and who was the third one I was telling? Dhruva Maharaj saw the lotus feet of the Lord. So when Lord Krishna arrived at the home of Shrutadev, the Lord told Shrutadev, "Oh Shrutadev, I am so happy to meet you after a long time." But Shrutadev said, "My dear Lord, you are not meeting me after a long time, you are not seeing me after a long time, you are always seeing me. From the dawn of creation, when all living entities have come to this world, since that time you know complete record of my history, of my journey in this material existence. I have gone through various species of life, and you have been accompanying me in every body and watching my foolish activities and patiently waiting for me. And now I have turned towards you and worshipping you and inviting you to my home. And then since you have arrived to my home, I am seeing you after a long time. But you are not seeing me after a long time, you are always seeing me." As Shrutadev said. And then Shrutadev gave a reason why the living entities are not always able to see you. You are always able to see us, but we are not always able to see you. Why? Because they are covered by a cloud of their own karmas, he said. So when the living entity does a punya karma, he becomes proud. When a living entity does a papa karma, he is submerged in lamentation. Or a living entity is submerged in the cloud of anxieties and hankering. In this way, the living being is always preoccupied in his mental bubble with some so-called important activity like a frog in the well. And because that material cloud covers us, we are unable to see your beautiful form. But you are always seeing us. So, one time Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur went to a temple and he was standing outside, and deep within there was sanctum sanctorum. And he forgot to bring the spectacles. So disciples told him, "Maharaj, they are inviting you inside. You can go very close to the deities and you can see the deities." And he said, "There is no need," he said. Why? Because Lord has already seen me. That is enough. I don't have to see him. He said, "What can we see? We only have eyes of skin and blood and water." But Lord's eyes are transcendental eyes. And just as a mother's eyes should be on the child, and mostly child's eyes are on the toys. Child is playing with toys, he may not see. But if mother's eyes are on the child, child is safe. Whether the child is looking at the mother or not. Mother's eyes will protect the child. So he said, "I may not be able to see the Lord from here, but Lord has seen me. His eyes, protective eyes, merciful eyes have seen me." That's enough, he said. So this is one principle Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur emphasized, that Lord is the drashta. Drashta means seer. And we are not great seers because our eyes are secondary eyes, Lord's eyes are primary eyes. First the sun should shine in the sky, then we can see all the objects in this world. When there is Amavasya night, we cannot see anything. So without the aid of the sun, eyes have no ability to see anything. So in the same manner, if Lord kindly reveals himself to us, then only we can see him. Nama Atma Pradipaya Sakshine Paramatmane Namo Giram Viduraya Manashaschetasamati. Gajendra prayed, "My dear Lord, in this world nobody can look at you or your form with a torchlight or with a hurricane lamp. Your form can be seen only by your light, your own effulgence. How? Like the sunlight can be seen, sun can be observed only with the sunlight. No other light is useful in this world to search for the sun. You can know the sun by sunlight. Similarly, we can know you by your mercy only. So please be merciful on us and reveal your beautiful form to us, so we will become attracted to you and attached to you, and we will never leave your lotus feet." Jagannatha Swami Nayana Patagami Bhavatu Me. This is the meaning of that. Oh Lord Jagannath, please give me the eyes to see you, so that after having seen you, I will never see any other form in this world. Never be attracted to anything else. And I will always remain safe and sheltered and protected in your lotus feet. So the chanting of the holy name It's a prayer to the Lord. My dear Lord, my eyes are blind. I have no ability to see you. I have no qualification to see you. Only great acharyas, pure devotees can see you. But they are seeing you and revealing you to us. Let me at least not be a fool, not to listen to them and turn away from you. Let me listen to their teachings, listen to their instructions, and let me faithfully chant your holy names. And someday, if you are pleased with me, you will reveal a beautiful form to me. In this mood, we should chant the holy name and beg for the shelter and darshan of the Lord. Harinam Prabhu ki. Let's offer our humble obeisances to all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord who are just like the Zephyrs, ocean of mercy, full of compassion for the fallen conditioned souls. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya vacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta koti Vaishnava vrinda ki Vaishnava Thakur Srila Prabhupada ki Namacharya Haridas Thakur ki